Okay, my favorite memory, one of my favorite memories is going with my grandfather. He always loved to ride out, and I like riding out with him, especially when I was little. And I remember one time when we went downtown Apex, I thought he was a celebrity because when we went into the bank and we went into the general store, they said, "Hey, Mr. Wilson, how you doing? Hey, Mr. Wilson." I was like, "Oh my God, he's a celebrity. The people are calling him by name." And every time we went in there, of course, I got some candy, and I just thought it was the most miraculous thing to have him recognized when he walked into the businesses. And another favorite memory was the day that I rode with him out to New Hill, and on the way back, he was putting up the sign that said friendship right before you get to friendship, right when you leave New Hill. And at the time, I was maybe 5, 6, just enough to remember. And I thought that was so amazing that he had everything in the car. He already had the sign made. He put it up. It said friendship. I just remember that being so cool. To have him have all the stuff in the car. He didn't have to go anywhere. He had everything. So he planned this. He planned to erect the sign that said friendship. And by me being in there sitting, no seatbelts were required back then, sitting right beside him, giggling, like a granddaughter would, to be happy with her granddad. So that was a wonderful day. An important memory that comes to mind is when I was little, Evans Road was a dead end and a dirt road. So we played on the dirt road, okay, all the time. There were very few houses here. My granddaddy and my grandmother lived here. This is where my mother was born and raised with her siblings and her cousins, in the neighborhood houses, like 4 houses. And it was a time where you could play outside all day, all night. Just play with each other, play with your cousins. And then I remember when they paved Evans Road, and it went from Route 22 to the numbers 2712, to the numbers. So that was an important day to have the street paved, and it was progress and growth, showed growth and progress. So that was an important memory that I have. So what makes Apex home to me is a couple of things. First, even though I was raised in Raleigh, this is home for my mother. Okay, so every week, every Sunday, we came here for church and family gatherings. And so your home is where your church and your family gather. So that's what made home to me. My church just turned 157 years old. So I have experienced 63 of those years just being in that one church, which has been amazing. Another thing that makes Apex home, or would make home to me, would be, even though I live in the friendship community, to be able to see a strip mall, a restaurant, right here in the friendship community, because we have so many new people, so many new developments. The growth in friendship is amazing. I love my neighbors all the way in the back, on the side. I mean, it's just a great place to live in Apex, the friendship community. So to see that kind of growth, a restaurant, whether it be Golden Corral or whatever, and a strip mall would be great. I think that would be really, really good for the neighborhood. My hopes for the potentiality is for, even though we're growing in each community, I like to see more schools with the growth. Apex Friendship, elementary, middle, and high school was a great addition to the growth. But I like to see more because more people are coming to move in. They are building more condos, more townhouses, more houses. So with that growth, we're going to need schools to supply the education needs. So that's what I would like to see. So growing up in the friendship community, I always look forward every Sunday after church and after we eat dinner, going up to the Ball Diamond, which is right across from my church, and watching the Friendship Tigers play. And it was amazing because everybody had a team. New Hill had a team. Hollis Springs had a team, and we all played each other. They played. It was a men's baseball team, and they were all really good. You know, I thought they could have gone to the National Baseball League, but you know, who am I? So that was an enjoyment of mine. They cooked fish. We had hot dogs. There was music. There were people. There were kids playing. It was always an enjoyable time every Sunday after church, after dinner. That was something to look forward to. So growing up in Friendship was more family oriented, and to have everybody together on Sundays was amazing. Do you know, right now, every Sunday, my family still gets together and we eat dinner after church every Sunday. So we're going to keep on with that tradition.